We talk a lot about Bitcoin, we talk a lot about ETH, we talk a lot about Solana.
This is it, Bitcoin holders and crypto investors. There will be no second chances after this. It's finally here. It's happening now. Crypto investors are about to become that much more richer, while those on the sidelines, and by the way, there are many, they will be forced to bitch or they will be forced to buy as it goes that much higher. What happened in 2013, 2017, 2021 is now happening in 2025. You have waited 4 years for the next 3 months. Smash the like button if you appreciate us bringing you quality crypto content every single day for years and years and years, and send today's video to a friend and let them know, seriously bro, this is your last chance at these levels. Because Bitcoin on exchanges just hit its lowest level in 6 years. The lowest level since August of 2019, and it looks like it's going a lot lower, meaning a supply squeeze is happening now. A supply squeeze is coming. Look towards the ETFs if you want to try to understand what happens next. Bitcoin ETFs are the market's clearest sentiment barometer, indicating an upcoming breakout in October. In fact, Bitcoin ETFs kickstarted October with its second best week on record for inflows, 3.2 billion. Supply and demand, guys, it's just math. A supply shock is happening, a supply shock is incoming. Cathie Wood and ARK Invest just recently updated their 5 to 10 year Bitcoin price prediction. What was 1 million, then 1.5 million, is now 2.4 million. A supply shock is happening right now. It will continue to happen. Cathie Woods explains this.
The $100 billion that I mentioned, institutions have to either take up those newly minted Bitcoin, and that's going to happen over years and years, or they'll have to pay up to get holders to sell it. So again, scarcity value will drive or will increase because of the supply-demand imbalance, with institutional investors really having very little involvement yet. And so we think this is just the beginning.
And what's even more bullish in my eyes is Ethereum. A supply shock is coming, and every time this happened in the past, a huge rally happened after. Do not fade Ethereum, my friends. Ethereum is about to skyrocket, like it has been doing since May. Breakout, consolidation, reclaim support. Breakout, consolidation, reclaim support. Breakout, consolidation, reclaim support. There's no reason to think Ethereum does anything different, especially with the macro backdrop and the buying that we know is happening. I mean, we know the public companies. We know that Tom Lee's Bitmine is approaching 50% of his goal to hold 5% of the Ethereum supply. He's approaching 2.5%. He's not the only Ethereum treasury company doing this. Why are they doing this? Because Ethereum's bull case is so strong right now. Growing institutional adoption signals confidence in Ethereum's potential as a corporate treasury reserve and as a strategic asset for major players. What happened to Bitcoin in 2017 is happening to Ethereum now. Ethereum is having its Bitcoin 2017 moment, and Ethereum is the preferred choice, is being chosen by Wall Street, and this is going to lead to a lot higher prices.
Let's talk about Ethereum. Why is this something you need to hold in your portfolio?
Well, to me, Ethereum's having its Bitcoin 2017 moment again. And to give perspective, in 2017, Bitcoin was under 1,000. But that was the year when Wall Street discovered that the narrative of Bitcoin is digital gold. And Bitcoin has gone to 120,000 now. So 120 times increase. In 2025, a couple things are happening around Ethereum. The first is the Genius Act is now making stable coins kind of green lighted, which is the ChatGPT moment for crypto, but it needs a smart contract, so it doesn't work on Bitcoin. The second is the SEC is pushing forward with Project Crypto, which is actually asking Wall Street to move the entire financial system onto the blockchain. Ethereum is the preferred choice for Wall Street because it's had zero downtime since inception, matching what the banks want, 100% uptime. It's also the most legally compliant and secure blockchain because it's recognized in the US and it's the second largest blockchain. And the third is almost all of it is taking place on Ethereum. JP Morgan's building their stablecoin on Ethereum. Robinhood is tokenizing on Ethereum. The custody banks are doing it on Ethereum. So it's really where Wall Street meets, but that's also where AI is meeting crypto, because as you know, as we tokenize and move towards robots, you need a token economy to control them, which is taking place on Ethereum.
Where do you see prices for Ether going?
Well, I looked at some research from Sean Farrell, who's our head of digital asset strategy, and he put out a presentation about Ethereum today. So he thinks the ratio of Ethereum to Bitcoin could go back to its 2021 highs, which is about 0.14. That would value Ethereum today at around 16,000.
A lot of people are making money trading crypto right now. I have my HODL position, I have my trading position. You can make more money trading crypto and earn $100,000 extra in trading and sign-up bonuses. So, no KYC, try BitConnect today. It's just like when Uber and Lyft got started. They both were offering customers massive money incentives to use their platform. And the same thing is happening with exchanges, and this is the best exchange promotion I've ever seen, so take advantage of this before it's too late. I'm going to link these guys below. Even more bullish is it's not just Bitcoin and Ethereum. Solana and quality crypto coins are surging. Solana sees 326 billion in DEX volume in Q3, marking a 21% increase. Why? Institutional adoption and stablecoin innovation are fueling Solana's growth as a major force in decentralized finance. Look towards the ETF inflows. Solana ETF inflows are skyrocketing. Most people don't know this. We show you this kind of stuff on a daily basis. Again, smash the like button and subscribe to the content. We give you an edge in crypto. So think about the narrative shift that's happening right now.
We talk a lot about Bitcoin. We talk a lot about ETH. We talk a lot about Solana. We almost talk about them like they're of equal size. But Solana is 1/25th the size of Bitcoin. It's 4 or 5% the size of Bitcoin. And, it could double and it'd still be dramatically smaller than ETH. Solana's the new Wall Street. Solana is the place that traditional firms in a regulated setting are going to tokenize stocks and bonds, etc. It's going to be competing in this market, of course, with other blockchains, including Ethereum, which is really leading a lot of the tokenization. But Solana is architected to be the new Wall Street. And that's a very big market indeed. So if you listen to SEC Chairman Paul Atkins and what he's been saying recently, he is telling you that all financial assets, stocks, bonds, etc., are going to move onto blockchain-based rails. If you listen to Larry Fink, the CEO of BlackRock, he's telling you that all assets, stocks, bonds, mutual funds, ETFs, are going to move onto blockchain-based rails. So for the last hundreds of years, we've been using traditional rails, first paper, and then digital exchange-specific rails at the New York Stock Exchange and NASDAQ and others. We're moving to an era where it's blockchain-based. And so your question is, which blockchain? And the two leading contenders are Ethereum and Solana. I use the phrase Solana is the new Wall Street because Solana is explicitly designed to capture that use case. Ethereum is well designed to capture many use cases, and tokenization is one of them. But Solana is architected to sort of serve that use case, and that's what it's trying to be. And I think that was a reasonable shot. Again, there are no guarantees. This is early in the development of these markets. But they're going after extraordinarily large markets. And so I think multiple of them can be attractive at once.
Like, I'm not sure if Ethereum or Solana is the next Wall Street. What I'm sure about is I own Ethereum, I own Solana. I'm bullish on both these projects and Bitcoin, like Tom Lee, like Matt Hogan of Bitwise. So with crypto companies like Coinbase, Ripple, Circle racing to secure their US banking licenses, federal charters could streamline oversight and fuel innovation as leading digital asset firms deepen ties to mainstream finance. As the total altcoin market cap consolidates near all-time highs, even this is a weekly chart, closing candles above and beyond it's ever closed before, it's pretty obvious to me that Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, the top 10, the top 25 quality crypto coins are about to send if they have a catalyst. And there are so many catalysts. Most people are not aware that many financial institutions now are racing to file, in RexShares' case, 21 altcoin ETFs. Many financial entities are doing this. ADA, Atom, AVAX, Crow, DOT, Hype, Injective, SWI, C, Tau, Tron. Those all include staking. This is where the industry is going. Digital asset treasuries continue to accumulate. It's going to be so exciting to see digital asset treasuries start to ramp up yield generation and share numbers in quarterly earnings. Standard Chartered is now predicting Bitcoin could break all-time highs as soon as next week. Institutional adoption and macro factors are driving a bullish outlook for digital asset markets, according to them. JP Morgan, Citigroup, Wall Street at large is predicting higher numbers for Bitcoin in Q4. Many major banks anticipate that Bitcoin will rise as high as $200,000 by year-end, driven by record ETF inflows and capital rotation from gold markets. Where Bitcoin and crypto is today, we told you this would happen years ago, and that same thesis should play out to Bitcoin hitting $1 million. The only question is, will 1 million Bitcoin happen sooner or later?
If you look at the failure of fiat currencies, they don't gradually fail. They fail spectacularly. And this is the premise behind the 1 million Bitcoin call, that it's not going to be a gradual, slow increase to $1 million a coin, but rather a very short and violent upheaval that sends us there in a matter of months, weeks to months.
Now is the time to get serious about your crypto journey. Subscribe to our channel, join our team, watch every day, turn notifications on so you can be the first to comment. My name is Aaron at Altcoin Daily. See you tomorrow, my friends.